All right, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So what I want to get into today is people learning how to feel their way through a workout. Now, I've done other videos on this regarding this subject matter, but what I really want to get into today, it's not just when doing the workout itself, it's during the downtime when working out, and also before you work out and after you work out. What do you truly feel like? Sorry about that little dog back there. It keeps barking, but what are you going to do? I love puppies. All right, so so here, when a lot of people thinking about, the way they feel during a workout, let's just use weights, for instance. They're going to say put the mind in the muscle, focus in on the body group or the area that you're working on, and blah, blah, blah. And I get it. Wonderful. We all get that. But what I don't think a lot of people realize is when in between sets or in between your downtime, even if you're doing something, it could be Pilates, yoga, any type of workout where there is a break in between. That could be even any type of sport. It could be basketball, baseball, any sport. When you're not actually doing the activity, how do you feel? How is your body reacting? How is your mind reacting? Becoming very self-aware of what you're doing and how you're going to improve during the workout. What's working, what isn't working, how are you truly feeling? Are you getting the results that you desired during that workout? Again, you could be practicing or you could be actually playing a game. Whatever the case may be, you have to really focus in on what results you want to get. And I think a lot of times when they say feel themselves to a workout, again, it's when you're actually doing whatever you're doing, working out or playing, again, a sport or a certain type of physical activity. And again, a lot of times when we're doing those things, we kind of feel good, especially if you like playing basketball, hypothetically. I don't care if you like playing golf. When you're playing the game or about to actually do whatever you're doing, that's when you feel sometimes your best, or sometimes it can actually be the opposite. It could make you feel the worst, depending on the results you're getting. Because if you're not performing or you're not getting the results you wanted, of course, that's going to aggravate you most likely. But back to how you feel, I think a lot of times the way you're going to feel during your workout or in between your workouts or before and after depends on what you're doing when you're not working out, which I've done a lot of videos on this. What lifestyle are you leading? Are you getting the correct amount of sleep? Nutrition? Are you exhausted? Again, those are the type of things, again, you need to pay attention to. How do you feel when you don't work out? I think a lot of us kind of know how we feel when we work out, because if you work out hard, you're kind of fatigued. You're getting a lot of adrenaline, you're getting pumped up, I don't care again, you're getting certain results if you're playing sports, you're winning or losing, all those type of things. But now when you're not working out, I know a lot of us just feel like if we won something, we feel good. If we lost, we feel like a failure. If we've accomplished something, we feel good. If we didn't accomplish it, we feel bad, right? I get all that shit, right? But I'm talking about feeling what can I do to feel differently to make me get the results I want to get. Now, of course, it's not always going to go your way, especially if you play different types of sports and team sports. You're not going to always win. I don't even care if you're most likely even a one-on-one type, athlete. Depending on the level of competition you go against is going to dictate a lot of times, your wins or losses. If you're always winning, you're not competing against tough people. Let's call it for what it is. If you're always losing, don't think you're a loser either, because a lot of times you may be competing against higher end athletes. I'm just using for an example. That could go for your workouts as well. A lot of times I went to gyms where I was always, when I was younger, the smallest, scrawniest, skinniest guy. Of course I was the weaker guy, but I didn't walk around going, my God, I'm the weakest guy in here. I'm never going to be big. I flipped it and said, I'm going to be as big or strong or get stronger than these guys, because that was the mindset I had. I felt that. I felt like in the future, I'm going to kick it in the ass. Now, does that mean I wanted to become a pro bodybuilder or a powerlifter? No. Does that mean I was competing against them independently? No. I felt myself challenging myself to what I wanted to get results, specifically for me. I wasn't, sure, okay, this guy does this amount of weight, or this guy runs this amount of speed, or this guy does this in the sport. Of course, I would love to excel and do all those different types of things, but I really had to learn how to focus specifically on myself. What I think happens, and I can only speak for men, or at least myself, is when it comes to feelings, I think we want to suppress our feelings, and we don't want a lot of times let people know how we feel. So eventually in time, after suppressing them more and more and more, then eventually we even suppress what we feel or what we should be feeling or what we want to feel, because we always kind of look at it and just go, Forget it. I don't care. Who cares about what I feel like, right? Or who cares how this feels? The truth is that's one of the biggest components in your life is what you're feeling and what you're going through, acknowledging it, becoming self-aware. You got to realize when you're working out or doing anything physical, it's so much more than actually just doing that. Most of the time, your improvements are going to become when you're not working out. It's going to be the mindset you put yourself in before, right? Again, during, and then after. But a lot of people don't think about that. They only think about the results they're getting only when they're playing that specific sport or workout or doing that specific workout. You got to realize, again, a lot of this is coming down to how you feel when you go do that, while doing it, and again, after it. It's a huge component. Don't neglect yourself. I'm telling you right now. And a lot of times when I work out, I even close my eyes. Or when I do a lot of different weird things, I just focus so much on what I'm doing. And then after I'm done doing whatever I did, I'm kind of wacky. And that's how I ended up doing these YouTube videos on, on fitness and stuff, because I almost vented after I would work out. But now during the corona, we can't go to the gym right now. But still, my point being is I went through all these things. I felt all these things, and I just wanted to share them with other people, because I think either they suppress it and they don't realize they're not feeling certain things, or they're feeling them, and again, they don't want to acknowledge them or just keep feeling it, if that makes sense, like really take it to the next level. But I can assure you, the more you start feeling what you're doing, not only with working out, in life in general. And this comes, a lot of times when we talk about our feelings, I think men, again, we think about relationships with our girlfriends or our wives, or if you're, whatever the hell it is, it's whoever you have a relationship with, and it could be your children, it could be your parents, your grandparents, or whoever, aunts, uncles, cousins, colleagues. But when it comes to having your own individual feelings towards yourself, a lot of us, again, suppress that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't sell yourself short, all right? I'm here to tell you, we all have emotions, we have feelings, we have ups and downs. Address them. Don't suppress them is basically what I'm saying. So that was weird that rhymed. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, you might want to check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show, WTF Are You Talking About? I've had a lot of guests on there lately regarding all different types of things. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. Please pay attention to your feelings. I'm telling you, and I was one of those guys most of my life. I always was talking shit, saying, I don't care, I don't care. The reality is you should care. I care. I care about myself. I care about others. And again, a lot of the ways I'm behaving or how I'm handling certain situations affects everybody in my life, and I don't think a lot of us realize that. It could be the way I'm texting someone, having a conversation with them, working out with them, whatever I'm doing, the emotional state of mind, I guess you could say, I'm in, and physically, I guess you could say as well, my behavior is affecting others. And so yeah, if you get a chance, subscribe, and I wish you nothing but the best.